Well, some big questions this week. Could internet TV be the way of the future? In spite of negative press, could Eskom actually be the best company to work for? And can the human spirit help build a brand? Answers coming up. Welcome to Mags on Media. Now, there is no denying that technology has accelerated at warp speed, and now a new concept is being touted called Internet TV. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But let's go back in time first to see where this debate started. We found this old US television news report on how newspapers might in time find synergy with something called the Internet.
17 stories up in his fashionable North Beach apartment, Richard Halloran is calling a local number that will connect him with a computer in Columbus, Ohio. Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable cubbyhole at the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer. When the telephone connection between these two terminals is made, the newest form of electronic journalism lights up Mr. Halloran's television with just about everything the Examiner prints in its regular edition. That is, with the exception of pictures, ads, and the comics. 8 newspapers around the country are currently in the computer network, and within the next few weeks, 3 others will join in.
This is an experiment. We're trying to figure out what it's going to mean to us as editors and reporters and what it means to the home user. And we're not in it to make money. We're probably not going to lose a lot, but we aren't going to make much either.
Both the Examiner and Chronicle began service within the last 2 weeks and printed full-page ads about it. Of the estimated 2,000 to 3,000 home computer owners in the Bay Area, the Chronicle reports over 500 have responded by sending back coupons. Even though the electronic newspaper isn't as spiffy looking as the ads imply, people using the system are excited about its potential.
With this system, we have the option not only of seeing the newspaper on the screen, but also optionally we can copy it. So anything we're interested in, we could go back in again and copy it onto paper and save it, which I think is the future of the type of interrogation an individual will give to the newspapers.
This is only the first step in newspapers by computer. Engineers now predict the day will come when we get all our newspapers and magazines by home computer, but that's a few years off. So for the moment at least, this fellow isn't worried about being out of a job. Steve Newman, News Center 4.
Well, it all came to pass, didn't it? But we're way beyond that now. Nico Nel, founder of South Africa's first 24/7 online TV channel, is here to tell us why he believes Internet TV is possibly the way of the future. Not even possibly the way of the future. I think it is the way of the future. But in simple terms, Nico, what are we talking about here? What is Internet TV?
We're basically talking about a 24/7 online content TV channel that feeds you content at your disposal, whether you're sitting waiting for your mom to pick you up from school, or before you go into a meeting while you're waiting for time to go by. Literally, because you're using the internet for this, it's available on all of your mobile devices, it's available on all of your tablets. In 2 years from now, if your fridge has an internet connection, you'll be able to watch TV on your fridge. So we're using internet as your broadcaster.
Right here and now, though, isn't the debilitating factor in South Africa bandwidth?
Yes, of course. We knew from the start that it was always going to be an issue, but rather started out now instead of waiting for everything to become better with regards to your internet connectivity. I mean, you're sitting all of the campuses these days have free Wi-Fi. You can't walk into a restaurant without it not having free Wi-Fi. It's just going to become cheaper as the debate and all of the mobile operators are fighting amongst each other to give their users cheaper options. So we, on the one hand, are lucky where we know people are fighting for cheaper internet, and we're just using the internet to broadcast.
You are going to live or die by the content. What type of content are you putting out? But more importantly, what type of content are your viewers telling you that they want to engage with? It's more than just music videos.
Completely, no. We did our research and we took a look at what are the popular genres that work on YouTube. And all of it is gadgets, gaming, motoring segments, fashion style. So we've created all of those into separate standalone shows. Episodes don't last longer than, say, 4 to 5 minutes. People quickly tune in, you quickly watch a show, and then you go on with your daily routine. in between there, you've got popular music videos as well for the alternative rock fans as well.
Do you have a sense of who is engaging, who is watching right now in terms of demographic, or is it right across the spread?
It's completely across the spread. Age groups between, say, 25 to 35 is interacting with the brand a lot more. So obviously it's the people with a disposable income, the people that sit on the internet the whole day. Strangely enough, 30% of our viewership is coming from America at this stage. So it means that the model is working in America. They've got access to internet as far as it goes. So that's why we're seeing those trends, and it can only pick up in South Africa.
Be very careful when you answer the next question, because my job is at stake here. But what is the relationship between what you're doing and the traditional medium as we're working on right now? Be nice, okay?
No, it's a very sensitive subject, obviously. It is quite tricky. We're just trying to give people access to content where they're walking around in their everyday lives. You don't have to sit in front of the TV at night for 4 hours anymore. You can watch TV on your mobile, anywhere that you are, and that's first of all, we're trying to make it as affordable as possible for the consumer and as accessible as possible. There's no subscription fees. It's as simple as logging into AlternaTV.tv, and there you've got your content. There's no loops that you need to jump through. There you go. People want content, we're giving it to them, and that's as simple as that. How
are you making your money?
We are making it through bespoke advertising campaigns that we create for sponsors. For example, we're working on a show now for, as strange as it sounds, people that weren't ever able to advertise on television, that's got smaller budgets. I mean, people that don't have 15 million rand to spend on an advertising campaign on TV.
There's got to be some value here, though, for big established brands. You're not going to succeed unless you get the top brands engaging with a concept like this. Completely. Is it attractive to them?
Extremely. With all of the content we produce, you as an advertiser sponsor gets the digital royalties and rights to use that on all of your platforms. So we'll create a show for you, say a gadget show, introducing all of your naming, all of your IPIs, logos, everything, and that pulls through straight to your website. So if someone sees something they like on the show, it takes you straight through to their website. You can buy it immediately, where that divide on normal conventional television isn't really there.
Well, there you go. You saw the past, and now it's a glimpse of the future. Nico Nel, thank you very much indeed. Let us know what you think about this concept on our Facebook page. The address is on your screen right now. Coming up on the program, the Sunday Times Top Brands Survey and another milestone for a handy app for movie buffs.
News that moves. enca.com.